Today, I'm going to tell you about our payment opportunities. I would like to describe the process of online registration. As for the services and products, we have accounts, for example. We should also talk about the strategy that is our private customers. Good afternoon, dear participants. I'm happy to welcome you at the Bosco online workshop. I represent the PAYSTREE British payment system. Today, I'm going to tell you about our payment opportunities, about our advantages, and you will also hear about you will know about PAYSTREE as an easy, fast, and quality company. The PAYSTREE company was founded in late 2017. It was licensed as an electronic money service provider, EMI license. The company is registered by the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, the central body supervising the financial services market in Great Britain. Active work to attract customers began in the fall 2019. The PAYSTREE business model combines classic banking services and advanced IT technologies to provide the highest level of customer service for our clients. Security of customers, money, and personal information is the number one priority for the company. Also, we uh, keep our clients' personal information confidential. That is why PAYSTREE uses the most up-to-date security systems. PAYSTREE is a team of professionals. Our team has developed and implemented all the necessary policies, procedures, and guidelines to implement internal controls, as well as to reduce business risks and ensure compliance with current UK legislation. I'd like to point out online registration, which means that, which actually implies a business account opening procedure in a remote way. It's a remote business account opening procedure. This is the best way to go because the transboundary movements are currently prohibited, and a customer can actually visit our website from their office to fill out all the necessary documents and submit them. I have a separate slide dedicated to the registration on our website, and um, I will come back to it later. We have the direct Swift payments. I'm kind of bragging a little bit about this right now. This is what we are different. This is how different we are from other payment providers, money providers. The Swift, direct Swift payments are not, they have to do with our interaction with our correspondent banks. So we establish proper relations with our correspondent banks, understanding that they also have their own rules and requirements for the payment processing, and we need to respect our correspondent banks and respect their requirements. We can only implement the clear payments for export, import, personal payments for personal services like logistics, transportation services, and of course, they need to be supported by appropriate contracts and documentation. And to avoid difficulties, we ask our customers to agree their SWIFT payments with us in advance. The customer is submitting the supporting documents, and we consider them in advance. Then we have a handy interface. We believe that our clients, as they enter the internet banking, they need to clearly realize where they should look, what they should expect. I have seen some uncomfortable banks when you enter some web cyberspace and you don't even understand where you are. We have a very clear interface of our bank. We are a friendly fintech bank. We are friendly to fintech banking, unlike some classical banks or payment systems. Well, some of the classical banks are a little bit suspicious when they hear about us, as we combine both the classical approach and in terms of direct and simple fellowship with or communing with our customers, as well as some secure interface banking. We have a secure web interface. We have a two-level protection security. The first level is when the client or customer is entering their own username and login to log in the system, to log into the system. We have secured every payment and every message. There is a specific code that is dispatched by way of an SMS message to the authorized mobile number of the client. And we also have developed a mobile application for the iOS and Android. Should the customer have a smartphone in their hand with the internet connectivity, they will easily be able to operate to use our services. Going back to the registration, I would like to describe the process of online registration, because online filling out documents is felt in a slightly different way. It's different from the way the customer feels as they enter the physical office. As soon as the customer enters the website, they have to fill out an online application to open an account on our website. Then the customer has to uh, provide the application with a number of documents, including the copy of passport of account manager, director, and or proxy and beneficiary, a copy of the account manager and beneficiary's address, utility or telephone bill, bank reference, no older than 3 months, a selfie photograph of the account holder with an unfolded passport. If the customer is taking their own picture, they need to focus their camera in on their face as well as the unfolded passport. Then they need to attach the company's corporate documents in English. For some reason, this is not understood correctly. If you submit your papers in the Hungarian language, it would be very difficult to decipher such documents. The package of documents includes articles of incorporation, charter, extract from the registry, or incumbency certificate, not older than 6 months. We have a, cup, a couple of um, ad- we have a couple of advantages here. Since we're a British system, we can attach some of the British documents without any without being notarized by the notary public. As if the talking when it comes to certain registries that we ourselves can actually visit or enter uh, to retrieve certain information about the beneficiary owners, the founders, and shareholders, then of course we don't have to verify those documents as well. Also, we need to attach, the customer needs to attach a bank statement on the company's account for 3 months. If there are or recently were accounts with older banks, with with other banks, we need to see how business transactions were taking place in conjunction with the business activity declared. And also, last but not well, we need to attach the company's financial statement for the last reporting period. And after completing the application, the account manager must go through online verification in Updata. This will take no more than 5 minutes. We will send the verification links separately to the authorized email address. So we send an email to the customer, and with that email, we send the verification links. As I also promised you, let's consider the interface of the internet bank in my own. Let's consider my own account. Here we can see we see the three sections here, and we get the general picture as to what's happening here. We see the account number, we see the residual amount there, we see the cards and the amount of money deposited, we see the recent transaction list. I ordered a card, and on the left hand side we see the panel of instruments managing this content. If we press payments, if we click payments, we will see the types of payments, uh, different samples of payments, and foreign exchange currencies, and the, the cards which I own, which the customer owns, and the program is going to generate the bank account details in a beautiful way. You can use your signed message here. You can codify the message, encode it. You can consider the any account movements over any period of time. You can consider your tariffs here. So these are the functions that we have here. On the right hand side, we see the our latest news pertaining to the the latest news, so the customers so the customer can always um, be aware of what's happening in the company. As for the services and products, we have accounts, for example. Our customers can include individual customers, business customers, EU residents, EU non-residents, as well as individual IBAN account. As for payments, we have SEPA payments. We don't have any intermediary banks here, and SEPA payments are done very rapidly and clearly with no difficulties whatsoever. What kind of wallets are we working with? With USD, Euro, Ruble, and Chinese yen. currencies. These are the available payment currencies that we work with. Every client has their own individual IBAN, their IBAN direct multi-currency account. They don't need to open up additional positions and pay additional commissions. Also, we understand that it's very important for our clients to have the opportunity to implement SWIFT payments. So we constantly develop our SWIFT banking services. In the future, we will have improved our SWIFT payment options, and our services include personalized service for every client. The customers will not have to deal with any bots, or the client can just give us a call, or we can call the client, and that's done in a very easy and simple way. We are using payment cards for private customers, EU, EEA residents, corporates. The solutions for corporate cards are currently in consideration. If we find a significant request for the salary cards or wage cards, then we will have included this option in as well. Develop the internet acquiring. If you have any e-business propositions, you're welcome to contact us. And also we develop white label projects. We should also talk about the strategy that is our private customers. We're talking about under profile, we're talking about the medium and small private entrepreneurs or freelancers, labor migrants from CIS countries, Ukraine and other countries, voluntary migrants to the EU countries. These are people that have changed, that have moved, and they also need to send or receive money. As for the business, as for medium and small private entrepreneurs, we're talking about companies that have been registered in the EU or outside of the European Union with founders from third countries. The residency of beneficiaries should coincide with the residence of the company. These companies, they need to implement international money transfers. Also, companies engaged in foreign economic activity and in need of regular international money transfers, as they are into IT industry, internet, as we're talking about such types of activity as international wholesale, export, import, logistics, customs brokers, construction, internet shops, IT industry, internet platforms, FX, tourism, electronics, food and drinks, etc. As for solutions, as the policies of classical banks have changed considerably in respect to non-residents, many clients are left without payment accounts and vice versa. We provide an efficient and swift solutions for our for our customers' transactional needs, and provide technical solution for SEPA and SWIFT payments. We are open for cooperation. We're looking for good platform partners. We have a lot of opportunities to partner and conclude agreements. Of course, we pay commissions pertaining to, we pay certain interest on the income from every payment. We're partnering as our EMD agent to create white label projects. As I've already mentioned, our requirements include insight and experience in opening accounts for international clients, and we also pass online identification and open an account with PAYSTREE on exclusive terms. These are these requirements are the minimum ones, and they're quite adequate. Once again, we're talking about an insight and experience in opening accounts for international clients, and we ask our agents and partners to pass online identification and open an account with PAYSTREE on exclusive terms. This was the previous to the last slide, and this is the last slide with our contacts. You can find us on the web. This is our email, Facebook page, as well as our address. Please contact us and offer different ways of cooperation. This is it about my presentation. Thank you very much.